Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, it's finally time to show the last of the Halloween videos. And for this, I've got for you guys the Grim Range Blaster. Yes, Mina. I want to apologize for all of the problems with videos lately. It has just been very frantic with all the videos and Dutch Comic Con coming next weekend. I'm so excited to go there and maybe even be able to meet some of you. Yes, let's start. First is going to be the most iconic part of the Blaster series, their nozzles. No, not that kind of nozzle, smarty. I started the nozzle with an empty can. You can skip this part, but I've got a lot of these laying around and I particularly saved these for when I wanted to make the Blaster series. I use these as a base, but I put some bigger pieces of 1 cm EVA foam on them to make them just a little bit bigger. And after that I went over it with a layer of 1 mm EVA foam to close it off. After that I used a laser cutter at my school to make some wooden pieces to go on the front and the back of the blaster. I decorated these on the front with some cut popsicle sticks for the layers and I used some foam for the end of the nozzle. After I attached the front, I attached the back and used a strip of 1 mm EVA foam to close off the front of the edge. After that, I had to work on the handle. I made this from a circle of 22 mm of MDF and I also used this for the handle and the back piece. After I assembled those, I attached a PVC pipe with a coupling piece near the start for the rounded middle piece of the blaster. Below that I glued a wooden dowel to use as a base for the spring, and on the bottom I glued a piece of 5 mm triplex with a 5 by 5 cm block of the same MDF as before. These will be all of the shock absorbers that are worked into the blaster. But with this I got some trouble shaping.
Are you with me?
Not only that, but I also struggled with these because I didn't know the correct size for the middle. Because I didn't have a sketch at that moment. But later on I made one and out of this sketch I noticed that it has to be 20 centimeters. With those done, I attached the nozzle and off camera I worked on the can on the back. I made this from 2 pieces of couplings from an extra large PVC pipe and put on an end cap at the, well, end. And the open end I closed off with a round piece of foam. After that was done, I attached 5 layers of small and big circles to get the grill end that the Grim has in-game. Also made the spring for the middle using a strip of 1 mm EVA foam and wrapping it around the same type of dowel in a spiral. And by treating that with my heat gun, I let it hold its shape and get the spring that way. After that's finished, it's time to start painting. First is of course a base coat of black spray paint over everything. And then, oh boy, it's masking time! Because next is silver paint. And not only are we spraying the blaster, but also the spring. Don't forget that. And after that's kind of dry, it's time for the fun part, taking off the masking tape. But not every piece wanted to come off so easily. Ouch.
I mean,
Yes, in this case it didn't pull back the black of the PVC. When that paint was dry, we could start to work on the details. I always love this part, it really brings the prop or cosplay to life. Okay. First I used some hot glue to attach the two wires from the PVC to the MDF. I already spray painted one of these blue and later I painted the other one red with some oil paints. But I didn't have red spray paints, so I couldn't do both wires now. And after those I attached the spring from the base to the nozzle. And for one of the last things to spray paint, I got this plastic door handle at my local hardware store, and these are great for the little handle between the handle of the blaster and the can at the end. So let's paint that silver. And as one of the final details, it's time to paint the iconic green Grim flames. I made these with 5 layers of different green acrylic paints, from a darker green to a more normal, to a natural, to a light green and to an almost white green. And after the flames I also decorated the logo onto the can of the blaster and used some hot glue to attach it and the handle to the blaster. Yeah, later when I tested it out, it almost broke off, so... Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you like this prop or any of my other projects like the other props or the custom amiibos, then please consider subscribing, it would really help. And also a great thanks to Muna, who consistently went on with that nozzle nose joke. And coming next weekend is Dutch Comic Con, which I'll be attending with some friends of mine, and I'll be watching the finals of the Dutch Championships for Splatoon 2. And if you would like to win my anglerfish mask from one of my other Halloween videos, you will need to check out the November announcements video I posted before this, where I will have all the information for the contest you will need. I will also put it in the end card and I've already put it in the card above. I hope to see a lot of you there. And as I already said, if you see me walking around, please come and say hello, I would love to meet as many of you as possible. But with this video done, I'm going to need to rush everything to get ready for Dutch Comic Con. Keep those creative gears turning. See you in the next one. Bye!